Aloha and welcome to part 4 of Sonic the Hedgehog. We're in Labyrinth Zone Act number 2, and this place kind of annoying still because, well, I just don't like the Labyrinth Zone. Underwater, it makes me very angry. There are a few video games I play where the underwater section is actually fun to play. Most water levels always annoy me. I don't care if it's a Donkey Kong Country, I don't care if it's a Super Mario World. I just hate underwater levels. I don't get why, I just don't like the slow pace of swimming. I don't know, I just wasn't a fan of any water level I've ever played. The only exception being Mega Man, and that's because in Mega Man, it moves at the same speed, only you jump higher in the level, which actually adds a different fun element to the gameplay. Whereas this game, you know, not so much. You're so much slower, you're being held down by the weight of the man. The man being water. Anyway, there's a switch where that ring box should be, and you press the switch to open the door and get through. This got a lot of people stumped at this part, and for good reason. They're looking all over the place, thinking, where the hell do I go? Well, that's what you do. Good old invincibility. It does not protect you from drowning, though. Well, I've once gotten invincibility just as I was drowning, and I still drowned. So it doesn't keep you alive. Don't let it think. Bleh! I'm stumbling over my words today. Don't think otherwise. Booyah! I suck. Jesus Christ! I swear I haven't been drinking this time. You have to duck over those. But the thing I don't like about the original Sonic the Hedgehog is that every time you look up or down by pushing up or down on the control pad, the screen immediately changes to the direction you're pushing. You know, in the newer games, it took a while to build that up, thank God, but in the first one, it's instantaneously. So if you're ducking to dodge enemy fire, you know, the camera's moving with you. It's going super fast down, and then you can't even see what the hell's shooting at you anymore. And that's really annoying, in my opinion. As always, if you're off screen and you jump just as the results screen is coming on, you can move around, do whatever the hell you want. This only works for Sonic 1 and 2. In Sonic 3, the results screen doesn't make you run off screen, so yeah. This part is an endless water slide that will go on forever and ever and ever unless you jump off at this point and hit this switch, and then you'll find the exit beneath the waterfall. I know that stumped a lot of players when they first played. They just kept going down the water slide, expecting it to end at some point, and it never does. It just goes on and on and on, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Well, that's how you do it. I'm just glad I got the Chaos Emeralds already, because I couldn't imagine having to survive without getting hit in this level. They have enemies that just pop out of the ground at random. They have spikes popping out of the ground. They have water currents that are pushing you, and you might fly into spikes, and it's a very dangerous level. I actually think that this game was originally going to be, this level was originally going to be the second level, the second zone in the game. Thank God they pushed it back to number 4, because that just would have been retarded. Imagine going from Green Hill Zone to this bullshit? No thanks. This level is pretty much the sole reason why I don't like Sonic 1 over Sonic 2 or 3. Well, Sonic 2 is the best game I've ever played, so that also had that going for it, but, and Sonic 3 has all the multiple characters and stage select when you're done, and yeah, but there's a lot of reasons, but, my biggest reason, you know, I just hate Labyrinth Zone. I've always hated it. I hate this place so much, it's just so slow and blah. Also, this part really sucks. The water raises and you have to stand on these cork parts. If something knocks you off like it did here, there's nothing you can do about it. The water won't raise back down. At least I don't think there's anything you can do about it. I never found something that could be done about it. I've tried this level many times as a kid. I couldn't find a hidden spring or anything, so I don't know. You expect the water to come down? It doesn't. So instead, listen to me drown. How horrible. But anyway, let's do it right this time. Not screw up. You want to jump off when you can, because you don't want to get crushed, obviously. But yeah, if you don't catch that ride, if you don't stand on the cork blocks when the water's rising, you're pretty much dead. I thought that was kind of a dick move. But whatever. I don't have any rings on me, which sucks because we're at Dr. Eggman now. And Dr. Eggman, he's not really a boss fight per se this time, as he is something you're supposed to chase, supposedly. It's an artificial chase scene in the sense that you don't actually have to catch him, you don't actually have to hit him for the game to be finished. You're just chasing him to the goal line, really. So don't focus on taking out Eggman. He is not the point of this obstacle course. The obstacle course is shooting fire and spikes at you, and you have to dodge all of it, folks. The water is rising, and eventually there are no bubbles in this area at all. So you have to be quick on the draw, otherwise you're going to drown. But as you can see, that's how you do it. I only got hit once, and thank God I had a shield. We're done with Labyrinth Zone. We will never see a Labyrinth level ever again. Never, ever, ever, ever again. We'll never be underwater again in this whole game. Never. Never, never, never. Guarantee it. Well, I don't guarantee it, but I doubt we will. Never. Ever, right? I hope? Eh? The game wouldn't be that mean. Anyway, welcome to Starlight Zone, a great level for loop-de-loops and spinning around and going fast. I always thought if they wanted to get people to play the game more, they should have made it like Green Hill Zone, Spring Yard, rather, and then Starlight in that order, like the first 3 levels, because those levels are the iconic super speed, run all over loop-de-loops kind of levels, and that way when people get to the Marble or Labyrinth zones, they're not going to be tired out. They're going to be like, shit, this game is pumping me up, I can't stop now. But that's how I would have planned the levels out myself. The thing that's annoying about Starlight Zone are those ball spike enemies. There's ball enemies with spikes circling them, and you pretty much have to wait until they shoot all their spikes at you, and then they'll be open and you can hit the ball in the middle of them. Or you can be invincible and just run into them, whatever. Also, this is a given, you're going to see me do this in every Sonic game I ever play. But curling into a ball when you go down the ramps is generally a good idea, because you never know what you're going to run into at the end. Now, obviously, if it's spikes, you're still going to get hit, but if it's an enemy, you'll run right through that enemy, destroying him with your spin dash. And it generally makes you faster as well. If you curl into a ball, the friction and the momentum will just make you go so much faster. And being fast is the name of the game, folks. We're Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not a turtle. Though I wish I was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I don't know why I said that, but okay. Point is, you gotta be fast. Curl into a ball. Let the speed take you where you want to go. It's also great for dodging enemies at key points. Ah, these devices. Basically, you stand on one teeter-totter side and knock the spike. It'll go to the side you were just standing on. But if you go to the side where the spike was, you'll fling upwards, and it's all good. Starlight Zone has a lot of bottomless pits as well. We haven't encountered those yet. Marble Zone didn't have them. Spring Yard didn't have them. And Labyrinth definitely didn't have them, but this level has bottomless pits, so you really want to make sure you're landing on the right platforms. Because falling to your death, not good, not good. Also, the great thing about Starlight Zone, I never mentioned earlier, the buildings in the background. You can see in the background, this is actually a city in the background, so I guess people do live on Sonic's home island. I guess human beings do, we assume. But we never see them until, like, the 3D games in the series. Unless you count Robotnik himself, but, you know. Jump and hit the bomb, or do nothing and get destroyed. Very bad decision. Damn, I love these loop-de-loops. Just gives you such the rush, I don't know why. clearly I've run out of things to say. My Sonic Series LP better not go as badly. Yeah, you just really gotta watch out for bombs, and make sure you don't land in a bottomless pit. And Starlight Zone's pretty easy, in my opinion. It's easier than Labyrinth, easier than Marble. Anyway, folks, we'll take on Dr. Eggman and head to the last level in Part 5.